everyone, and welcome to another episode of Radiant Central. I'm your host, Natasha St. Michael, and thank you so much for joining me. So recently someone asked me what kind of cleanse I would recommend to someone that just got out of the hospital. So let's say someone was in the hospital for treatment, or they're in the hospital for day surgery, or they've been in the hospital for a while, and then they get out of the hospital and they feel just toxic from the IV and from the medication and the treatments, and they want to do a cleanse. What would I recommend? Great question. I actually have to say, though, that I wouldn't recommend doing anything. No cleanses. I find if someone's in a hospital, their body's been under a lot, whether it's just for a day, for day surgery, or they've been in like ongoing long treatment. Your body's been under a lot. Anytime you've been in a hospital and taking medication, it's putting stress on the body. And also, when you're in a hospital, you're also exposed to a lot of viruses and germs and all sorts of stuff. That one thing that I recommend is that when you get out of the hospital, this is a time really to be focusing on how you can actually build your body up. How can you build up your nutrition? How can you build up your strength? How can you support your organs to fight off any kind of germ or virus that you might pick up while you're in the hospital? How you can support your organs to get your body back in balance after it's had a lot of medication or an IV, things like that. You don't want to be stripping things down. You want to be supporting things and building it up and being very, very gentle on the body. So for anyone that's just got out of the hospital, whether they've been there for 1 day or 21 days, one thing that I recommend is the first thing would be is to really drink as much fluids as possible. Drink as much water as you can. From the moment you get out of the hospital, make a deal with yourself that every single day you're going to be drinking a lot of water, a lot of fluids to flush out all that stuff from your system and to make sure that you're well hydrated. Number one. Number two would be to be eating as much fresh whole foods as possible. Super important. Stay away from any refined foods, any kind of pre-made junk food, any kind of just processed foods. Stay away from it. Eat whole fresh foods, fruits, vegetables, beans, legumes, whole grains, eggs, meats, fish, things like that. Whole real foods. Stay away from the refined flours, the refined sugar, the processed food, the fast food, all of that. The third thing I would suggest, and the most important thing, is to be eating really nutritionally sound meals and dishes. Okay, so one thing that I would recommend to anyone being out of a hospital who has been being treated or who's been very sick is to be eating, not exclusively, but a lot of liquid food, okay? Because liquid foods like freshly pressed juices, green smoothies, and soups, homemade soups or stews, broths, things like that, those things are really easy for the body to digest and to process, and it's full of nutrition. So it's not I don't tell anyone to go on any kind of liquid diet after they get out of the hospital, but I would say to be including a lot of these types of foods or dishes into your diet. That eating solid food as well, but making sure every day that you're having a homemade soup, making sure that you're having a green juice, making sure you're having a green smoothie, things like that, one or the other or all three. But having that in your diet, because that will help to build up your nutrition. And as you're building up your nutrition, that's how you're supporting your organs to function at the most optimal level. One thing people have to remind themselves is that your body is genius. Your organs are detoxifying you, not the food. A lot of people think that if they do a cleanse, the juices they're drinking or the foods they're eating, that's what's cleaning them out. No, it's your organs that clean you out. But you want to be eating and consuming foods and liquids that are supporting your organs, that your organs are sort of functioning at top speed and functioning in a way that really thoroughly helps to support your health in your body and cleaning you out. It's your liver, it's your kidneys, your gallbladder, things like that. That's what's detoxifying you. And that's what's detoxifying you at every second of the day. And unfortunately, if we're sick, those organs are being stressed, are not maybe functioning at its best. And so you want to use your food and also getting good sleep, less stress, relaxation, things like that, clean air, clean water, all of that to help support your organs so that they can function well and get better. The main thing is when you're sick, it means your body's out of balance. So you want to bring your body back to balance, and therefore you want to support your body and do anything possible to take care and nurture and rejuvenate and regenerate your body. Okay, so that's my suggestion. And then if you want to do a cleanse later on, then that's fine. But one thing I suggest to anyone that's had any kind of medical treatment, that's spent time in a hospital or had surgery, is to wait until you feel fit. Wait until you feel super healthy and super strong. Then you can do a fast, or you can do some sort of like food cleanse. But wait until you really feel like, you know what, I'm strong, I'm fit, I'm healthy, then yeah, do your juice fast or your water fast or whatever it is. And the only exception I would make with this is that, let's say someone has been sick and they got out of a hospital and they're checking themselves into a wellness center where there are naturopaths and physicians there that are overlooking them while they're doing a cleanse. You know, that someone is doing their blood work and watching them and monitoring them. Then in that case, sure, you know, if that's something that's agreed upon with your doctor, it's agreed upon with whoever's overlooking your medical health. In those cases, that's the exception. But doing something like that on your own after you've been in a hospital, nah, I really suggest is do whatever you can to get healthy and to get yourself back into pure 100% strong, vital health. All right? So that's my tip for today, and I'm wishing you guys a super fabulous day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.